Hi, how's everyone? Welcome back. Welcome and hello if you're new. Thanks for finding me. I'm glad you did. I hope we can connect. We're doing Sagittarius placements. This is basically like it's a collective read, but we're focusing on Sagittarius placements. We all have Sagittarius somewhere. We all have all the signs somewhere in our charts. So, treat this like a collective read, focusing on the Sag placements, okay? I hope everyone had a really nice holiday. I know I did, so I'm very thankful for that. So let's get this going. We're doing a five card spread for you today, Saji. First card here on the left is the past influences. Second card here, middle left, is current energies. Okay. Middle right over here, card number 3 is the near future, and the far right over here is card number 4, looking forward. The cards in the middle, we're doing the bottom of the decks as influences we might not see yet. So let's start this. I vibe very well with Sagittarius. My North Node is Sag, and I have a Sun and Stellium in the ninth house. So I get that fiery kind of energy very, very well. So, Saggy, the past influences here. We have the Five of Cups. We're using the vice versa deck. So it's the outer self is the front of the card, and the inner self is the reverse side. There are no reversals in this deck. It's front and back. So you got the Five of Cups, but the back side, okay? So this, of course, Five of Cups means there's some sort of emotional regret here. There is a loss and disappointment, but when you show the reverse side, the inner self, it's calling you to turn back to love and to share your cup again. Okay, we do have a rose, even though the card shows darkness, it's the like a dark night of the soul emotionally. And the front side is the daylight, but in the back it's nighttime. So this has moon connotations. Underneath the moon, you see the moon kind of shining on his head and shoulder. Um, there is or some in the collective, in the Sagittarius energy, dealing with some things that probably were hidden to them, whether it be it in their own heart or someone else's. The moon also talks about cycles returning and having to deal with rhythms and habits. So I think they're telling me it's been lingering. They're telling me lingering. There's lingering regret and sadness here. Um, so this is a past influence where there was regret for a Five of Cups. Again, it's 3 spilled cups and 2 upright that are in the kind of off to the side. So here we have somebody in the collective energies where in the past there was a loss of some kind of support system or love arrangements. To me, the Three of Cups is not so much the lover or the partner, it's the support around you. It's the friend group, it's the homies, it's the girlies. It's the celebrating after the Two of Cups. So the Two of Cups is the commitment. The Three of Cups is celebrating that commitment with others. The Four of Cups is apathy about things maybe not panning out the way you thought it would. And the Five of Cups is regret for a loss. But the loss is the Three of Cups. And the Two of Cups is behind you. So they're saying to turn back towards that Two of Cups and share your love again. That's in the past influence. Current energy, you have judgment on the reverse side. So here's judgment in the front, the Archangel Gabriel blowing the horn, calling something back from the past to be reassessed. Okay, this is reassessment, but it also says to purge something, or the divine will keep that lesson for you in the new cycle. Okay, so that is the current energy. So we have two cards here talking about looking back. It says turn back to love and share your cup. Did you go back to a love that didn't pan out again? And now that judgment is here again, it's saying purge that, or the divine will make you relearn a lesson. Okay? So in the near future, you have the Nine of Wands in the front. So the Nine of Wands is often called the wounded warrior. This was a battle. You went through something that you really had to fight your way through it. Now, the Nine of Wands comes after the Eight, and the Eight of Wands is action and communication, momentum. There was something that moved forward. There was something that happened. They said something that happened, and you met it with your one wand left, and it's like you used those eight wands to make yourself a barrier, to put up your boundaries. It's because now you are in an energy of having to recuperate and recover from something. This says you've been tested, but the war is now over. Set your boundaries and assess, was it all worth it? Okay. Looking forward, we have the Three of Wands in the front. I love this. This is honor, strength, and balance. Um, honor, strength, in balance, feelings. Honor, strength, in the balance of feeling and action. Okay, I do like that. It's just embarking on a new path. That's what it is. The Two of Wands is choosing the path. It's that liminal space where you're looking backward and you're looking forward, and you're reorienting yourself to which way you want to go now. The Three of Wands is taking that action, taking that, putting something in motion and waiting for that to come to you. Okay. So the anchor cards, the bottoms of the deck here. This is influences we might not see yet. On top, you have the beautiful star card. I can't show it because she's naked, but she's got long hair. So the star is Aquarius energy. Do we have any others here? Not really. Not really. I mean, the Five of Cups could be Cancer energy. The Nine of Wands is you, Sagittarius energy. The Three of Wands could be Aries energy. So the bottom of the deck here, we've got the star card. The star represents Aquarius. This is looking a little bit wider, a little bit farther, a little bit more hopeful. The star is the star that we wish on, right? It's also the North Star, which gives us feelings of, again, that reorienting ourselves in a new direction. It's also new hopes and new dreams and new wishes and a new direction. I love this. It's like you're walking away from something and you're going in a brand new direction. Ace of, or Page of Pentacles underneath, okay? So with the star card, it's saying this is a rebirth, a renewal after the tower, because the star comes after the tower. So yeah, there was some loss here that kind of shook everything, made it different, right? Um, it also says redirection again, and hope and healing. Under that, we've got that Page of Pentacles on the back side. It says a desire for fortune, to find it but not build it, and a desire for the easy life. Okay, listen, that has negative connotations, right? I mean, that can be kind of accusatory, like, oh, you don't want to work for it, you want it to just come to you. But to me, it doesn't feel that negative. It just feels like, man, I just want to catch a break. I don't want to have to put so much energy into something that should be easy, right? Now, of course, relationships and partnerships and love in general, life in general, takes effort to build something good. But when everything about that partnership is a battle, you come into the Nine of Wands, where it's just like, fuck this fight. I can't do it anymore. And why should you? Right? Why should you? And that's what comes out to me when we get that Page of Pentacles on the backside, where it says a desire for fortune, but to find it and not to build it. To me, this feels like somebody moving on to try to find something that is more balanced, um, more equitable. We have a cornucopia down here by his feet. It is empty at the moment, but this is him trying to, plan a new strategy, a new direction, so that he can fill that cornucopia without having to fight for it. And like I said, to me, that is not a bad connotation, because I always believe something about love. If you find the right person, something about life in that partnership should not be such a battle. It should not be so hard all the time. Like, I get it, partnerships and living life with somebody, it has its challenges. But there's a difference between challenges and just battle after battle after battle, and you're not making any ground, and you're not any happier, and that cornucopia is still empty. So, yeah, there is a feeling here of when you move on to something, you want to find something a little bit easier, where it's not such a goddamn fight all the time, you know? And I'm feeling this toxicity here, where the other person could have said, if you loved me, if you loved us, you would fight for us, you would fight for us. And you, the Sagittarius energy in this reading is saying, I fucking did fight. I've been fighting with you over this. I've been fighting for us. I'm fucking tired. We're not getting anywhere. I'm miserable. You're getting worse. It's just getting worse. And there's a feeling of the other person trying to guilt trip here. Well, if this meant anything to you, you would fight for us. Why? Why does it have to be such a goddamn battle? Love, there is some aspects of love that are supposed to come easy, right? That's what I believe anyways. That's what I believe. I mean, yes, fight for your love. But at some point, what are you fighting? Are you fighting with them all the time for the love? You know? Are they fighting with you all the time for the love? There's a certain point where there's a certain point between it's us two against the world, and then there's a point where it becomes it's us two against each other. That isn't love. But I understand with this Five of Cups in reverse that there is a regret here that love did not work out. However, you do have a Two of Cups that you can salvage, and that could just be the integrity of your own heart, your own intentions, your own dreams and desires, okay? So it's saying turn back to love and share your cup. Here in the past influences, you came to a point where you were ready to walk away from those three spilled cups, salvage your damn Two of Cups, and go look for something else. Or at least just take a break from it, right? Because you realize, Saggy, that your Two of Cups is good. Your love is good. Your love is worthy. But it's just you poured so much into those spilled cups that you're like, what am I going to do now? I have no choice but to walk away. And that's where that Judgment in reverse came in. It's telling you to purge that. Purge what was lost. See here in the Five of Cups in the reverse, it's in the darkness, right? It's the nighttime. It's that dark night of the heart space. But here in Judgment, to purge that, it's bright sunlight. Okay, shed light on something that you need to release. And they're telling me that some of it could be some of our own bad habits, some of our own doubts and fears, some of our own limiting beliefs. Okay, something that has kept us from loving and being loved in the way that we can resonate with and deserve. All right. The third card on the bottom here, we have the Seven of Wands on the back side. Okay, this is defeat teaches equally as much as victory. All right. It says revisit strategy and improve it. Be humble and graceful. So this is the Seven of Wands on the front side. It's the defending your position card. The Seven of Wands comes after the Six of Wands of a victory, and then the Seven is you defending your position. I deserve this. I worked really hard for this. That's the Seven of Wands. I'm going to fight to keep my laurels. I'm going to fight to keep what I worked for because I am deserving of it. But on the reverse, again, nighttime energy. This is inner struggle, but it's just see, he's kind of looking over a battlefield. There's helmets here. I don't know if there's bodies. I can't see. There's shields and helmets and wands. Okay, so the Six of Wands is that victory, but on the Seven of Wands, you're defending yourself, and there's an energy here of defending yourself against people who once had cheered for you. They once celebrated your goodness, your greatness. That victory card is you coming in on a horse with banners in your name and people cheering. In the Seven of Wands, you're defending yourself from those same people. And on the reverse, it's talking about strategy. Change your strategy. Change revisit. Okay, see, revisit, that's the judgment energy. Okay? Judgment card is something coming back from the past that you thought was settled, and you have to make a final determination. The reverse of this card is saying purge this, or the divine will hold it over for you to learn again in a new cycle. So here in the Seven of Wands on the backside, it's saying that you need to revisit one of your strategies or your whole strategy. Okay? So yes, I will admit that some in the collective, maybe there is that negative connotation there. I'm moving on. With the star card, it's talking about moving on to a new hope, a new dream, and wanting something a little bit easier. I'm not putting the effort in that I did before. But some in the collective may need to hear that that's not the answer either. So re-strategize how you're going to go about this. I have no other cups here besides that Five of Cups. This is all talking about recovery, re-strategizing, and redirecting your efforts. Okay? So we're going to get an oracle message and then wrap this up. Again, this is all hidden energy here. The star, the Page of Pentacles, and the Seven of Wands. So this may be influences that you don't see yet. Perhaps in the future, or once you get this cycle, once you let this go, put up your boundaries and make plan a new path. Okay, once you do all that, the underlying energy here is that a new direction will be showed to you with that star card. Something that might not take so much effort, but you will have to re-strategize what you're looking for, what you're fighting for, who you're fighting against, even if it's yourself. Be honest with yourself, okay? Re-strategize means to look at both sides and figure it out. What if it is something that you're doing and that not wrong, but that could be released? It could be improved. Improve yourself, okay? Every time you exit a cycle, it's time to shed the old. It's time to what do they say? It's time to learn the lessons because you don't want that coming back around. Okay, you're going to pick the same toxicity that you picked the last time? Are you going to pick the same kind of person? Are you going to be the same kind of person? Because I mean, change doesn't always sit with who we choose. Change also sits with who we are. Okay? So let's get one oracle message for Sagittarius placements, please. Aha, guardian angel. Very nice. You're not alone. So there may have been a fear here from someone walking this new path. Okay, we do have the Three of Wands, that anticipation, honoring strength and balance of feelings and actions. See, he's holding that orb of the yin and the yang. That's action and feeling. So you have to find a balance on this new path of what you do against what you feel. All right, what you want against what you manifest. You have to find you gotta find that middle ground, because in the middle ground is going to be the switch that activates it all. Okay. Guardian angel card. Oh yeah, I feel like you feel that walking this path is going to be very lonely, and yes, that could be, but we all have that alone time in between, in the in between. Okay, that's okay. You can grow through that. You got to sit down and talk to yourself every once in a while. You have that instead of come to Jesus moment, you have that come to you moment. Where am I? Where's the angels here? Have a coming to you moment and really figure out what it is that you want to pursue. Okay? Guardian angel. Isn't it pretty? It says, watch for signs and reminders from your angels and loved ones that they are close by. Remember, they're working hard to guide you. All right? Everyone has a guardian angel who's been with them in all their past lives and will be there in all the lifetimes to come. So know that you are never alone and never will be alone. This card is a huge reminder that there's always help and support available to guide you. Your guardian angel is with you and is here to aid in all of your endeavors. In order to fully receive their support, you have to first ask for it and then surrender to the process. Know that whatever unfolds will be for your highest good. That very possibly is the new strategy here. The new strategy is to surrender a little bit and look for those signs and synchronicities and guidance from something other than yourself. Okay? What else did it say that I wanted to mention? Hang on one second. Let me go back to that. Oh, that you have to ask for it. Yes. Guardian angels and archangels and all of the spirit team, they are constantly around us and they do constantly support us. However, human free will is one of those universal laws that none of them can get around. So you really have to come to a quiet moment in your own heart, in your own mind, and even say it out loud where you're like, look, I need help. I know that I have to ask for it. I know you see me. I know you see what I'm going through, and I know you can help, but they never intervene unless you ask for it. And it goes beyond that. Lord, please help me. It goes beyond that. You have to actually concentrate and meditate and connect. Okay? Connect. and say, you have, like I said, have that come to yourself moment and do it out loud if you have to. Explain everything that you're feeling, even though they see you. Your choice in their intervention has to be articulated. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. So that's what I have for you guys, Sagittarius. What's coming up next? I hope that resonated. We have a hidden truth reading coming up later. So I hope this resonated. I hope the messages reached you for your highest good. If it did, leave me a thumbs up. Subscribe, share my video. My information is in the description. I am available for personal readings and birth chart inquiries. So until I see you again in the next reading, thanks so much for sticking with me. I hope it helped. Okay, thanks. Bye.